Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today we are here at Indian Riffle Park at the Kettering Rec Center in Kettering, Ohio. And today I'm going to debut a new series that I'm going to call Course Catalog, where I go around to all the different courses I'm able to find and play and just catalog my experiences at all of them. At the ones that I've never played before, I'll usually just play by the T-sign rules. On ones I've played a lot, like this one, which is my home course, I will probably add a little bit more OB than what the T sign says, if it says any at all, just to make it a little bit more challenging for myself and make it more interesting, since I have practiced many of these lines many times. We're going to start off here on hole 1, 267 feet, straight ahead. The basket is taken out, because people kept throwing people's yards. But the basket should be in between the two trees over there, right in the middle. We're just going to use our best judgment on if I take a birdie or par based on where I land close to the trees. But for right now, tee shot doesn't really change. Just going to smooth my uplink on a hyzer flip line straight at it. That's a little high. It needs to drop. Yeah, I'm going to tell you now. As long as I can pitch out from there, I'm going to count that as a par. Alright, just to prove that I can pitch out and pretty much make it parked, I'm just going to do this real quick. I mean, I'm right on the edge here, which I didn't even realize. So I'm just going to... And yeah, I would just basically make that putt. So I'm going to make that... I'm going to count that as a par. It's kind of hard to really say, but... Moving on to hole 2, another par 3. One thing to learn here is that most of the T signs lie. It is not, in fact, 236 feet like this T sign says. It's actually 173 feet. The basket is just left of the thickest tree, just straight down there on like the edge of the wood line, or it's just right of that tree. So I'm gonna basically throw my peppermint on some anhyzer, like straight at that tree, and just have it flex to the left of it and crash in to the wood line, and hopefully either get in before the tree or get in after the tree. But hopefully, this works out. I'm not much of an anhyzer player. That might be good. Oh, man. I threw it too high. Darn it. That felt really good out of the hand. Unfortunately, got caught up in the tree branches. Kicked out here. Hopefully you can see the top of the basket there, just right in between this small ass gap that I'm going to try and hit because content. Yeah, okay. Yanked it, but I was a little hopeful there for a second. Kind of held my breath. That's just going to be a tap in for a par. Moving on to hole number 3, par 3, 307 feet. The basket is off to the right here. You can't see it off the tee. It's kind of just straight right this way. Since I don't have a very good forehand, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to take my Vodum and just throw it on a little bit of hyzer to the left of the cluster of trees and have it just work its way back to the right. Hopefully end up close enough for a putt. Oh no, that's really bad. I was worried about that. Let's see if I can scramble. Alright, so the basket is pretty much straight this way. Lies kind of right here. I've got a small gap that I'm going to try and hit and try and get as far up as I can. Maybe give myself a putt for par. Oh, I turned it. I'm in more stuff. Darn it. Alright, so the basket is just straight down this gap and on the right side here. I'm just going to step putt up through the gap and hopefully leave myself with the tap in. Oh, I put that short. Alright, so I left myself with about a 15, 20 foot putt. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Darn! In. This is what happens when you don't practice before you play. Darn it. Alright, after showcasing what not to do on hole 3, we're going to move on to hole 4, another par 3, 251 feet. You basically want to go straight down this tunnel and have something finishing left. So, basket is about right in line with the edge of that hut that's built right there. Just gotta go with my Mirage on a hyzer flip to turn line. Hopefully, this thing is really flippy, so hopefully it's not too overturned. Oh man, I yanked it again. I should be able to get up and down for par though. Alright, just gonna throw my harp on Anheuser line around everything here. And I play it deep. Of course I play it deep. Alright, luckily I'm just on the edge of this bush and not fully in it. So I should have a putt for par. If I can get to my disc. Should probably go to an E, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. Oh, darn. Dang it. Play 2 is always better. Alright, now we're here on hole 5, 269 feet, par 3. Basket is straight along this right brush line. Technically you're not in line with the tee pad because you can't see the basket from the tee pad. But I'm just going to throw my harp on hyzer right above the edge of this fallen log and have it just crash towards the basket. Oh, I yanked. I'm so Yankee today. Alright, well that's super short, but should be able to save par on that. As a thing go, never belittle a shot in the middle. Well, I don't think I can get more middle than this, so, you know, could be worse. Just gotta throw my peppermint down there so I don't have to putt. Yeah, I just play the skip, and now you're parked. Luckily, finally ended that bogey streak. Only lasted 2 holes, but that is 2 holes too many. So we're here at hole 6, 230 feet straight down this tunnel. I'm just gonna hyzer flip my rift straight at the basket. Since there's this touch of headwind, I'm too worried about my uplink turning over too much. It's only 230 feet, but I'm just gonna smooth this out there because the uphill acts as a little backstop. Oh, that's perfect. I need to sit. Yeah, can't do much better than that. You know, I intentionally wanted to go a little long in the basket so I could have a tailwind putt instead of a headwind putt. So a little downhill, 15-foot putt. Time to chain it in. There we go. Start of the birdie train. All right, here we are at hole 7, par 3, 266 feet. You just throw straight down this tunnel, and the basket is right in line with the trees in the middle of it. Personally, my least favorite hole on the whole course. Could be a much better hole if they just move the tee pad 5 feet over, but because of the way the tee pad's positioned, I'm gonna have to just chip out a harp on forehand. Hopefully, just get past the wall of trees on this left, and then I'm able to fade out into a field that I can easily approach onto. So really, just playing this for par. Yeah, I should be far enough down there for an easy approach. All right, could have landed, a couple feet further, but could have been much worse shot. Just on the edge of the end of this. Just gotta chip up my harp again. Straight to the basket. Alright, putt for par. Well, if I was smart, I would have, threw it a bit shorter so I'd have a tailwind putt. But now I have about a 20-foot headwind putt. Just gotta make sure I put some spin on it. Oh, it's so bad. I yanked it again. Time to bounce back on hole 8, 354 foot. According to the tee sign, it's a par 4, but according to UDisc, it's a par 3. So I'm going to play it as a par 3. I'm always going to follow UDisc. It really doesn't play 354. It, in my opinion, plays closer to 280-ish. For this hole, there's a road that I'm making River OB. The parking lot on the left is OB. I'm going to make Path and Beyond to the left of the basket also OB. Just add a little bit more challenge to it. Trying to hyzer flip my JLS just straight at the basket. Got a bit of a left to right headwind, so hopefully it doesn't. I'm too afraid to throw anything flippier than this. Oh, I yanked. Oh man, yeah, that's OB. That's straight OB. I did not throw that on hyzer. I threw it flat, and it was bad. I'm gonna say I went out about right here. Not gonna play down main. I'm just gonna estimate. Just gonna pitch my peppermint straight at the basket. Come back. Alright, should be able to put that in. We're going to adjust off the last putt we had. And this time we're going to bang it in. It dropped. If you learn anything from this video, I'm just going to put this PSA out. You should probably practice putting. I would have saved at least 3 or 4 strokes by now if I practiced putting. Finishing off the front 9 here, hole 9, 322 feet, straight up this hill. Basket is just straight ahead to the right of the power box. I'm just going to try and hyzer flip my F7 up there, and hopefully the headwind doesn't turn it over too much. The road and parking lot to the left here is OB, but that ends about 250 feet up this hill. So hopefully if I do turn over too much, I'm at least far enough to where it doesn't matter. Oh no, that's out. That's OB. That needs to come back now. Okay, I'm far enough up that it's not OB, but I'm not gonna have a putt. I left myself here with the circle 2 look at it. I'm gonna try to run a step putt at it. Hopefully, if I miss, it's not too far from the basket. I can just tap in a bar. I got scared. I felt headwind and I got so scared, but that was a better putt than I've had all day. Here we are at hole 10, 385 feet, basket just straight ahead, plays slightly uphill, but not too drastic. Luckily, this one's a par 4, so I actually have a chance of birdie, because I cannot throw that far. Just gonna hyzer flip my Maya just straight in the middle of these trees and try to get as much distance as I can off of it. Oh, that's too low. That's a great line, but that's too low. I should be able to approach for a birdie putt. Man, if only I'd given it a little bit more height, I might have had a circle 2 look for eagle, but just gonna chip up my peppermint up there. Hopefully tailwind doesn't push it too far. Yeah, I threw that as nose up as I comfortably could to make sure it doesn't push too far. But that should be a tap in birdie. Alright, I left myself about 10 feet, so again, should be a tap in. I threw it so low. Okay, well, at least I didn't bogey. You know, keep the par streak alive. Hole 11, 306 feet, I believe. Basket's just straight down this hill, plays a little downhill. So it plays closer, about 270, 280. There's a bit of a headwind, but I'm still going to just try and hyzer flip my F7 along the edge of this hill and just go right of the tree and hopefully turn towards the basket. If I yank it real bad, I'm playing Path and Beyond OB, so hopefully I don't yank it real bad. This tee pad's a bit awkwardly positioned, so hopefully that doesn't affect me too much. Oh, no, that's 2 turn, yeah. Okay, I'm in bounds, but headwind really killed that. Luckily, just got past this tree, so I have some flatter ground to where I can step putt up. Gonna try and run this as best I can, but it's a little outside my range. A little too much hyzer there. But hey, can't miss that putt. I don't know how you could. Hopefully breaking the par train here with the birdie on hole 12, par 3, 153 feet, basket just straight ahead. I'm going to play Path and Beyond OB just to add any sort of challenge to this hole, and hopefully I don't hit a goose. Just got to throw a Spike Hyzer with my peppermint. Okay, had to readjust real quick because the crosswind blew you over, so we're going to try and throw this real quick. That's so far right. Okay, that's a putt. Just landed just outside of circle 1. If I marked my disc, I probably would be on the edge of circle 1, but I'm not going to mark it. I'm going to step putt this. Hopefully save the birdie. Oh, that's so weak. I keep yanking all my putts left today. Hole 13, last wooded hole on the course, 362 feet. You want to go straight down this tunnel, and it finishes off a little bit to the right. You basically want to just get to the tree line at the back and get just past that and start fading right. I was feeling a lot of the headwind when I was walking up here. Hopefully the wood line protects me from it, but if it doesn't, that's what I'm going to blame if I throw a bad shot. But we're going to throw a great shot. We're going to hyzer flip this Maya straight down there, and we're going to park the basket with a long drive. That simple. Oh, I need to fade out. No, yeah, that's too turned. I think I got just out of the wood line there, but yeah, I had wind. Just got to throw my peppermint straight up to the basket. Can't do better than that. All right, successfully ended the par streak with a tap-in bird. Let's go on a soft par 4, but that doesn't matter because that's a birdie anyway. So moving on to hole 14, 245 feet, straight ahead. You might be able to see the top of the basket just barely above this hill. You just need to throw just barely crest the top of this hill because it starts going downhill after that. Gonna try and hyzer flip my rift just straight at it. I'm not really sure what the wind's doing. It's kind of acting swirly. I can't tell if it's a headwind or more of a crosswind. Just gotta hope for the best here. Oh, I yanked it again. That's gonna be a layup for par. Again, just go throw a touch forehand with my peppermint straight towards the basket, around the edge of this. Oh, that's long. All right, I should be able to make that putt. About the same putt as I had on hole 10, except this time we're gonna make it. All right, moving on to hole 15, par 3, 321 feet. Basket just straight ahead. I'm playing this little creek bed here. OB is like a river. Got a bit of a head right to left cross here, so I'm just going to throw my Maya on some hyzer and really just try and avoid the creek bed. And threw into the ground. Don't roll in. And that's how you guarantee a bogey. All right, took a bit longer than I expected to find the disc here. 2, 3. Just gotta pitch up my harp. Oh, come back. Okay, we're fine. Luckily, I saved that terrible tee shot with a great upshot. Best upshot of the day. Let's go. Save bogey. All right, here at hole 16, 273 feet. Basket is straight in between these two trees, just straight there. Gonna hopefully follow up that approach shot with a great tee shot here. Instead of trying to actually hit the gap, I'm just gonna pretend I'm a righty and just go around everything with a turnover with my uplink. That might be 2 nose up. That's definitely 2 nose up. It's fading out. Hopefully I made it far enough down there for a putt. I landed just outside of circle 1 again. So gonna try and step putt this again. Except this time we're committing to it. I yanked it left again. Left with another tap in par. No chains, because who needs it? That's not a bad putt. Hole 17, 253 feet. Straight there. Just got to flip my wrist at it. Oh, too much hyzer. Man, I'm really glad I decided to disc up to a mid there, because otherwise I would have been so short. Oh, hyzer in. Oh, man. Finishing off here, hole 18, 230 feet. Straight there. Just gonna throw my pure right at it. Oh, that Sono's up again. Well, might have a putt. So today I guess I decided I wanted to practice my circle 2 putts because I'm around the edge of circle 1 again. So hopefully this one I'll make it. Oh, that's in. Oh, that's so low. Gosh darn it. I thought I had it. And now just a tap in for par. Oh my god. And now tap in for bogey. But this time, we're taking our time. Alright, well, unfortunately, I started to lose focus there at the end of the round, especially, taking that double bogey on the last hole. But honestly, I was already felt like I was playing badly before the back nine, so this was just not a good day for me. Uh, hopefully next time I play this course, I play much better because I know I can. But I'm gonna choose to leave it with the good shots I had, the ones that I really felt good about and felt proud of, not the ones that made me bogey half the holes. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm planning on definitely expanding the series a lot with all the different courses I like to go out and play. If you're in the South Ohio region, you can always suggest me what courses you might want to see. I'll probably play them anyway. If you have any other ideas, I would be happy to hear them in the comments. Otherwise, have a great day and, practice putting because I definitely need to.